Next, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is facing growing calls from the public to declare a state of emergency. This as a rapid increase in coronavirus infections brings the country's healthcare system to the brink of collapse. Medical experts have urged the government to take drastic countermeasures as quickly as possible to slow the contagion. The government's panel of experts says that the country is yet to see a huge surge in cases, but hospitals in Tokyo, Osaka, and 3 other prefectures are already severely strained. It warns that if the infection rate continues to increase sharply, it may trigger a collapse in the healthcare system. Japan has recorded more than 2,300 cases of domestic transmissions of the virus and 67 deaths. Infections have nearly quadrupled in 10 days. In the event a state of emergency is declared, it will give local governors a wider influence to tell residents to stay home. But our correspondent Michiyo Ishida says the government is holding off on a national emergency declaration for now.
Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshihide Suga said this morning that it's not time yet to call for a state of emergency. However, it's close to that. And he was basically repeating the words of Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, which he said yesterday in Parliament. Now, expert meeting assessment is that Japan is not in a state of an overshoot, but medical crisis will occur before an overshoot. And they've given recommendations based on the following categories: zones which are infected highly, zones where infections are confirmed, and zones where there are no infections. And they're especially ringing alarm bells towards big cities such as Tokyo, Osaka, and prefectures such as Hyogo and Aichi to take effective measures. Now, on Wednesday, there was the largest number of cases nationwide, or over 260 cases of COVID-19. Today, we're already hearing reports of 1 death and dozens more new cases in various prefectures throughout Japan. Authorities are calling for people to avoid crowded places, places where ventilation is bad, and not to speak very close contact with others. But, walking around the city of Tokyo, going around, I see that trains are still crowded. There's a lunchtime crowd at restaurants, and when you shop, the clerks will return your change, onto your hands very gently, but then they touch you. So this kind of situation is still happening in Japan.